You know that feeling when you have to do something, but you just feel like it's too much of a work. It's strenuous, and you don't even want to bother starting it because it just feels big. It feels heavy. It feels. Woo! I've been there. I've been there, especially as a student, even outside of academics, honey, I've been there. And that's the purpose of today's episodes, to discuss the benefits of cash deposits and front loading. Don't go to Google to search the terms, you're gonna get lost. I have the definitions right here because the way I define them is a bit different to the way Google defines them. But in any case, don't worry. You've got a big task upcoming. You feel like it's too big of a work. You feel like it's too much of an effort. What's happening with my English today? Either way, you feel like English is not my mother's. It's not my mother's tongue. But anyways, you feel like it's too much of an effort in that you perhaps want to procrastinate or something. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. In any case, welcome. Welcome, everyone. I don't know what makes it clear. Calm down, chill, relax. But today's episode, it's going to be a very short one. Well, I want us to talk about the benefits of front loading and dash deposits. These are two things that I've been doing from a very young age. Back then when I was young, I didn't know the terms dash deposits and front loading, but it's something that I have been doing. And I will give a bit of a background or backstory as to how I came across the words. But and it has always helped me. I have always benefited from it greatly, so much. And that's why I thought that it will make a great sequel to the previous episode. Remember the previous episode we spoke about accountability, the power of reflecting, and how it helps you to get back up again and to dust yourself. If you haven't watched that episode, go watch it. Go watch it. Either way, a bit of a backstory. I came across the word dash deposit 8 years ago. It was in a Steve Harvey book called Act Like a Success, Think Like a Success. I don't know which side I have space on my screen, either this side or this side. When I edit, I will look up where I have space and I will place the book. Whichever side I have the space. But yeah, I came across that word in there. I was reading the book. A friend of mine gave it to me 8 years ago. I think, is it 8 or 9 now? But 8 years ago, I was in grade 6, 7. And as I was reading the book, I was like, oh, Mr. Harvey, Mr. Harvey, Mr. Harvey, you are describing something that I have been doing since a very young age. And it made me happy. It made me excited to see that, oh, I'm not the only one who does this. There are people who, like, it's an actual thing out there that people do and practice. And, there are a lot of benefits. Actually, I recommend that you buy the book so that it talks about other things as well, but I recommend that you buy the book so that you can even get more information in there. I don't remember if he goes into detail with it, but regardless, this is not advertisement for Mr. Harvey. Back to the episode. Dash deposit, if I define it, it's the little act that you do with minimal effort before an actual task. Take studying for example. Studying for most people can be strenuous. It can be a strenuous activity. It can be a huge activity. It can be a huge task. And let's say you study at 5 o'clock and then you are sitting on your bed. It's 3 minutes to 5 and something like that. And then now it's 5 o'clock, your alarm rings, it's time to study. You look at your desk, nothing is prepared. And then you're thinking, oh, I gotta take out my laptop. Oh, I gotta take out my books, my highlighters, water, this. All of that, all those thoughts become overwhelming to a point where you just don't bother anymore. You're like, nah, I'll do it at 5:30. I will do it at 6 o'clock. I will do it at procrastination, honey. You keep on procrastinating, and we don't want that. We don't want that. And so that's the benefit of this deposit. That's where this depositing comes in, to say, okay, I'm studying at 5 o'clock in the morning. Let me wake up, let's say 4:30, fix my bed, brush my teeth, wash my face, skincare routine, morning skincare routine, whatever. And then from there, the dash deposit starts when before 5 o'clock, 15 minutes earlier, you place your laptop on your desk. You place your book, you place your pen, you place your highlighters and everything, and you even go and get yourself a cup of coffee. You boil your water or cold water, whatever you drink during studying, but you prepare all of that beforehand so that when 5 o'clock hits, you don't have an excuse to not study. You don't feel like it's a big task because now you've got everything that you need open on the table. You've got your slides open, you've got your books open, you've got your pen, your highlighters, honey, your water. The only thing that you have to do at that point is to just put your phone down and get to studying. The same can be applied to, let me think of other examples outside of academics, like what? Oh, cooking, for instance. Let's say you want to cook at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. My advice will for you to dash deposit, take the kitchen, defrost the chicken like 30 minutes earlier, so that when it's time for you to cook the actual chicken, you don't feel like it's too much of a work. You can start cutting the onions, you can start doing all of that. So before that 4 o'clock, you gather your spices, you gather your mealie pap, and maize meal to make mealie pap or pap. You get all of that and place it on the kitchen counter, whatever you use to cook, so that when 4 o'clock hits, it's time for you to do what you're supposed to do. It sounds like a very simple, inconsequential thing, but trust me, it does a lot. It does a lot, and I advise that you start dash depositing your life. Now, someone might ask, why even bother dash depositing? And if you analyze the example that I gave, it's pretty much simple. It literally prepares you for a task. Getting ready for studying 15 minutes before the actual study time. Honey, when that 5 o'clock comes, you are prepared to study. I don't know what preparation is if it's not that. And because you are literally prepared, you then feel prepared. Feeling prepared and being prepared minimizes the chances of procrastination. Why does it minimize the chances of procrastination? Because now that task seems doable. It doesn't seem like a big mountain anymore. It seems like something that you can do in many chunks. It feels chunkable. It feels doable. It's no longer a mountain. It's a cliff. Is it a cliff? A hill. It's a hill. It's a mini mountain. Don't judge me. It's a mini mountain. But yes, and with that, it takes me to front loading now. Front loading, if you check it on the internet, it will tell you something else different. But for me, front loading is doing big tasks before small ones. You do a big task before a small one. The reason for doing a big task before a small one is that for me, it increases the chances of me being diligent and competent in this task, because I still have the energy, I still have the motivation, I still have the dedication, and I can give it as much effort as I can. And then when I come to the small task, now it feels celebratory because I have already done something that seemed big, seemed heavy. It's like think of something good, Kaya. It's like climbing a mountain, and then after climbing a mountain, you climb a cliff. What do I keep on saying cliff? You climb a hill. You climbed a hill. It's nice because now when you look at that hill, you're like, ooh, the mountain I have just suffered, you are nothing. Because of the mountain that I had just suffered, you are nothing. So now let me give you an example, and you will understand why I said 30 earlier on if you picked it up. Let's say studying as an example itself. You have slides you have 30, you have a document that's worth 30 slides, you have another document that's worth 120 slides. Front loading will be me and you studying the document that is 120 slides first before coming to the document that's at 30 slides first. Because when I dedicate my time to the 120 first, like I said, you still have the energy, you have the strength, you have the want is want, and you're able You are able to give it your all. And then when you come to the 30 slides, you look at it and you're like, ugh. With 150 slides I just did, you are nothing. You are small waters. You are small waters, you are small meters. Umeti amanyani, direct translation. We have this joke in Sepedi when something is like, it's amanyani, you are small waters. So you look at it and you're like small waters, and now all of a sudden it doesn't seem big anymore. You know, you're able to do it, and again, it minimizes the chances of procrastinating. Because now imagine you do the 30 slides and then you're finishing, you look at the 120 slides document and you're like, I can't. But start with 120, and when you come to the 30 slides, you're like, you know, So like I've already explained, this wasn't going to be a very long episode. It wasn't going to be a long episode. And in conclusion, I thought I'd share this with you, dash depositing and front loading, so that you can use it as strategies to make your life easier, from academic to very mundane activities like your laundry, like your cooking, like everything. So that the next time you have a day, that you have a day, you have activities to perform in that day, you'll be able to think of front loading and think, oh, Kaya spoke of front loading. You know what? Let me shift my schedule and start with the activities that seem begin and maybe with the ones that required little effort, because by then I will have been exhausted, type of a thing. And that's why I thought I'd share them. So it will make me happy if you can apply them to your life, or if it's something that you have been doing already. Tell me in the comments. Share the way you've been doing it. Don't just keep quiet and watch the video and the comments. And I'm sorry for being too playful in this episode. I was so playful. I'm sorry. Now I'm hungry, I want to go eat. But anyways, please don't forget to like, don't forget to comment and subscribe and share this video with a friend. And go to Spotify and check Xanlie Diaries Season 1. If you haven't watched Season 1, go to watch Season 1. In any case, this has been Xanlie Diaries. Love and hearts. Bye.